Hello, gents. Welcome back to another episode of Rongan's podcast. I'm Dinesh Sagi. Hey, Amar. Hey, Punk. How's it going?
Hello, how you guys?
Yeah,
I'm
not too bad.
good.
Thank you. Excited? Couple more days, and then
Couple of
Yep,
obviously,
more days. Yeah, can't
Saturday.
wait. Can't wait.
and the season's here. So yeah, really looking forward.
Big game coming up on Saturday.
Yep, big game
Must
coming
be.
up on Saturday. So I was hearing there's going to be a few Bollywood celebrities at the opening ceremony performing, the likes of Ajit Singh, Varun
Hmm.
Dhawan, Shraddha Kapoor, and a couple of the names, and also Shah Rukh, Salman, and Sanjay Dutt is going to be the special guest, given it's a KKR home game. Is what I'm
Okay.
reading. So yes, a lot of drama and obviously glitter on Saturday. So looking forward.
Yeah, I read
Yeah,
somewhere
it's good.
what looked like maybe a fake news, but maybe it's true that they can have opening ceremony at every venue.
Oh, that's interesting.
I,
That's
I don't know
that's,
if
that's
it's
news
true,
to
but
me, but you never know, right? With IPL, there's always something new coming up. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's going to be an effort, but obviously, there is
Mm.
there are fans who would like to get entertained, and I don't think they would mind coming in a little early. So obviously, if there's any such event.
I mean, they have
It
already
makes
been
sense
coming
as
in
well,
for
right?
the pre-match
Yeah.
matches
Yeah,
Training and all that. So
training. Yeah.
it
absolutely.
makes sense, like every venue you can just have a bit of a celebration like an hour before. Why not?
Yep, fair enough. On that note, obviously, as we sort of continue to review each of the squads, today's session is for Delhi Capitals, once upon a time known as Delhi Daredevils. Obviously, before we get into the squad, obviously, again, a lot of changes. They let go of Rishabh Pant for whatever reason, someone who they tried to bring back, but unfortunately, that hasn't happened. But yeah, the big news around Delhi Capitals is obviously, they've spent a lot of money on Harry Brook, who they're hoping to sort of play in the playing 11. But unfortunately, Harry Brook post his exploits in India in the bilateral series and Champions Trophy, whatever reason, right? Obviously, only something news to him. But yeah, he chose to sort of withdraw from IPL, which didn't please one the IPL Delhi Capital owners and obviously BCCI as well. So I think from an IPL standpoint, what they've done is they actually issued some sort of ban for 2 years, so that means he won't be coming up for any uh, squads in the next 2 years, is what I've heard. So he can't obviously come into the the smaller auctions next year and get picked up for like 25 crore, whatever. That's not going to happen. So yeah, your thoughts on Harry Brook? Do you think that's fair from IPL?
Um, I think it's fair, but also it's good for Harry Brook because if he couldn't play in Kolkata, how else he will play in Delhi, polluted air? So I think it's fair
Plus,
for him.
yeah,
So
it's a lot more smoke.
uh, yeah, and also I mean I don't think anyone will argue with that. This ban is not fair because you know it's too late in the process, and also an important player like that all of a sudden he says he can't play, so and he has done that 2 years in a row, so that
Yeah.
hence the ban, so that's why, so it's
It,
fair,
it's
it's fair.
it's a repeater offense. And
Hmm.
like you see, this is not like a gully cricket, right? There's a lot of money invested by the owners here.
Oh, yes, yes, yeah,
And during the auction they have a combination and permutation, right, to get the squad right.
yeah.
And Harry Book, right, one of the he's a great player, right? It's not like
Mhm.
he plays really well. He's not like a second 11 or like backup option. He
Yeah.
any team they would play him.
Hmm.
And if a player does that, it's disrespectful
Hmm.
towards that franchise. It's disrespectful to for cricket itself, because you are just trying to take somebody down the line and then just leave them. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So it's good. And why 2 years? They could have given 3 years or 5 years as well, right? That's it.
yeah,
Don't bring those players, because 2 years is too less. I would suggest at least 3 years minimum, so that it doesn't happen to any franchise. If you're sick or you got injured,
yeah.
that's a different thing altogether, right? But
Hmm.
doing this when entire squad is built around you based on one particular, and these foreign, they're not like you 11 players. There are only 4 foreign players who can play,
Hmm.
and having them in your squad, and then your squad is built around them. Generally, all teams do that, right? And you do this, like you ditch last moment, right?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Uh,
Like you build in a
yeah, so
squad around
it's a good thing. Yeah, yeah,
a set of key players. Your top order, your middle order, and your bowlers. So obviously, it's important.
yeah.
Those players to show up. And yeah, good point, right? If you're injured, fair enough. And obviously, you can have family incidents. 1 year, fine, but for 2 years in a row, I think that sort of upsets the owners as well, because their plans are now like down the drain. Now they'll have to replace Harry Brook with maybe another player that might not be available in the market. So fair play. But
Absolutely.
hopefully, things improve for Brook, and whatever struggles he's going through, hopefully he comes out on top. And we'd like to see him playing for England again, obviously in the upcoming Test series whenever that happens. And obviously, there are also chats around him probably taking over. From Butler as well in the shorter formats. So yeah, let's see how things progress. But yeah, good luck to Harry Brook on that. Anyway, shifting focus to the squad, right? So starting off, they have Faf, who sort of moved from RCB now. He's the vice captain, 40 years old, still looks like 20. Abhishek Porel, McGurk, I think he's a great retention from a Delhi. Karun Nair, again, been in tremendous form in the
Yeah,
Indian Ranji Trophy. He scores hundreds for fun. KL Rahul makes a switch from uh, LSG. Samir Rizvi, Tristan Stubbs, they retained. Obviously, Harry Brooks out of the squad. Then Akshar Patel, Donovan Ferreira, I'm not sure who he plays for, but yeah, Ajay Mandal, Manwant Kumar, Ashutosh Sharma, Madhav Tiwari, Dushman Chamira, Kuldeep Yadav, again a good retention, Mukesh Kumar, Darshan Alkande, Natarajan, Vipraz Nigam, Mohit Sharma, Mitchell Stark, and Tripurana Vijay. So that's the squad for Delhi.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I think personally for me, like it's so good to see they've retained someone like Fraser McGurk. He only played a couple of games last season, but he lit up the
yes,
yeah
crazy. Yeah,
the season. Like first game he's probably scored like 40 something, 50 on debut. But yeah, also good to recognize someone like Karuna. Yeah.
yeah. So
So let's start with
it's
you.
good. Looks like a good call. Yeah,
Yeah. Obviously, they have a new skipper, Akshay Patel, and personally for me, I'm so happy to see Akshay Patel getting recognized. He's
yeah,
done so well for India in the T20 World Cup, Champions Trophy, backs up the order, comes in the power play and ball, comes in the death and ball. He sort of does everything the skipper asks him to do. So for him to get recognized, and he's done exceptionally well for Delhi over the last few seasons. So yeah,
yes.
glad.
With batting as well, right? So it's not just like
Yeah,
so and
so good to see.
and like with the ODIs, the Champions Trophy,
Mhm.
that coming at number 5 shows that he is there now.
Yep,
So yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Punk, so you're playing 11 and you're impact player. If you want to start with you, please.
Okay, so I would go with McCork as opener,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be at the Plessis or
Okay.
KL Rahul. It's a bit confusing, but yeah, between these two, right? They would definitely be there. And then Abhishek Purul, like he could be an impact sub
Mm-hmm.
because if KL is taking the wicket keeping, then Abhishek Purul could be an impact sub maybe. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, four is that like Karun Nair at 5. Then you have Tristan Stubbs, Akshar Patel.
Mm-hmm. 7.
Oh, this is seven. Okay. Yeah, Karun Nair. Yeah. So 7, yeah.
Yes.
Ashwin Sharma 8,
Mm-hmm.
which is Stark, Kuldeep
9,
Yadav,
10,
T. Natarajan,
11. Yeah.
and maybe a Mukesh Kumar or Mohit Sharma, depends on But yeah, this could be my squad like based on what I have. Like they have a good combination now.
Mm-hmm.
You have 4 foreign players who Mitchell Stark definitely plays.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Basically because he's a vice captain plays, right?
Yeah.
McCurk and Tristan
I
Stubbs
know.
is other.
Duplessis is the vice captain, not Mitchell Stark.
No, I'm saying Duplessis. Yeah, he
Okay,
definitely
Duplessis.
plays.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so he will definitely play because he's the vice captain and Mitchell Stark. So these two guys are always going to play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then you have between Stubbs and McCock. McCock, he's been retained. He's said the thing. So McCock plays as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's only Tristan Stubbs. So between Stubbs and if you want another foreign player, that's it, right? Or another all rounder. Stubbs is like really good.
Yeah.
So, and the problem with the Delhi squad is like they've got a good set of all rounders, but there are a lot of Indian all rounders as such, which we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, but yeah, like in the bowling one, the only foreign bowling option they have is Chamira,
Chamira, yeah.
apart apart from Stark. So I don't see Chamira opening, in place of Stubbs. So, but the Indian bowling all rounders are really good. Like the dead bowlers they have, like T. Nachraj, Mukesh Kumar, and Stark.
Mm-hmm.
These are your really good death bowlers. So you don't need a Mohit Sharma to play,
Mm-hmm.
right? With these three, you wouldn't need a Mohit Sharma that way.
Yeah.
And Kuldeep Yadav definitely one of the best spinners, and Akshar Patel, right? So you've got really two good spinners as well,
Mm-hmm.
and three good, bowlers. Like you've got
Fast,
like
yeah.
five proper bowlers, like
Bowlers, yeah.
test match bowling options. You have like five good ones,
Yeah.
right? And they are not like no, they know how to play T20, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then rest, it's all about like how you play with the other. Uh, Ashutosh Sharma, right? He bats really well, but he bowls as well. He's a batting all rounder
Mm-hmm.
as well. So I think that this is what I see in terms of they've also got a Samir Rizvi. He
Mm-hmm.
had like when he came for CSK last year, right? First three balls he hit for three sixes. So that guy also has some caliber as well, right? So
Yeah.
if they want firepower, they have with Samir Rizvi. Karun Nair, definitely he plays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the way he's performed over the last season, so he's definitely going to be playing. So
Yeah.
it's only now the problem is like there are too many openers in this team, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With Faf opening, KL opener, McCark opening, So that's the only challenge they'll have. Who they want to like pull down
Yeah.
and have, and they're all right-handers.
Mm-hmm.
That's another challenge they have.
Yeah.
Uh, so either they would put KL what KL is doing in the ODIs, that
Mm-hmm.
bat at six come as come and try
A
to
finisher.
finish the game,
Mm-hmm.
or you go up, uh, at number one, open with McCork, and then Pack plays at one down, and then based on how you want to. So they have, but yeah, the only challenge is what I see is like they don't have that firepower. What like hitting those big sixes, four,
Yeah.
five sixes in a row. That
Mm-hmm.
firepower is not there. In the number six, seven batsmen, eight batsmen, right? That is where they might struggle if those runs are needed, like say 60 runs in 30 balls or something. They might struggle because of they don't have that lower order of firepower.
I mean, they still have
But,
Tristan Stubbs and Ashutosh Sharma, right? Both can actually hit the long ball, and they've done for the rest. Well, Stubbs did it for Delhi last season, and then Ashutosh, I remember him and Shashank Singh doing it for
yeah,
Punjab. So, yeah.
yeah. The only challenge is what I'm trying to say is like how they're going to fit Stubbs if they want to have
Yeah.
another fourth. So they don't have like a Marcus Stonenis or somebody, right? A
Mm-hmm.
fast bowler, all rounder in such, right? They have a wicket keeper in Stubbs.
Yeah.
That is the challenge which there. So they can only have three fast bowlers
Mm-hmm.
playing at any given time.
Yeah.
This is the challenge they have, right? Because they got more wicket keeper all rounders than actually having a bowling all rounders. So, this is where the only challenge I see. Uh, so
Sure.
if you have to have Ashutosh Sharma batting at eight,
Mm-hmm.
then you will lose on and the sixth bowler or the seventh. Like they don't have that quality sixth bowling option. That is what five bowlers are good, but if one of them gets stuck, right, then you don't have the sixth option. I don't see a sixth option here. That is the only challenge in terms of Delhi.
Sure. Amar, your thoughts? You're playing 11 and Impact?
Yeah, my playing 11. I'm opening with Fraser McGurk and Christian Stubbs.
Mm-hmm. This is
So
okay.
Tristan Stubbs, not Christian
Yes.
Stubbs. Tristan
Mhm.
Stubbs. McGurk can also bowl leg break, so I'm taking him as an all rounder if needed as
Mhm.
well. Number three, Faf du Plessis.
Mhm.
I'm taking Karun Nair at number four.
Mhm.
He has been scoring loads of runs in the domestic
Yeah.
circuit. So I'm hoping that number four position he will be very handy.
Hmm.
Then after that, KL Rahul at number five.
Yeah.
Um, and then I'm going with number six, Akshar Patel.
Hmm.
Number seven, Ajay Mandal, you're taking as an all rounder.
Hmm.
Number eight, Mitchell Stark,
Hmm.
because he can swing the bat as well. So that's why number eight. Number nine, Kuldeep Yadav.
Hmm.
Number 10, Mukesh, and number 11, T Natarajan. And I have Rizvi as my impact sub.
Backs up. Interesting. Yeah.
Did you pick up Ashutosh as well?
No,
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 he
I have
didn't.
not.
He
You
went with
didn't.
Ajay Mandal instead of Ashutosh
Yeah,
Sharma. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so Abhishek Poral and Ashutosh Sharma, like they've
yeah.
led
Poral
the
is the wicket keeper, right?
Purus wicket
So
keeper
yeah,
lefty.
so
Yes.
yeah, I wanted to get him in because he's a good batsman as well. But
Yeah.
because KL Rahul is there,
Hmm.
and actually, um, and I think, yeah, KL
Stubbs
Rahul is
and
there.
wicket
So then
keepers. Stubbs also can wicket keep. So they got like three wicket keepers who
Stubbs,
have
yeah, Stubbs
who
is also there,
play.
but he's not mentioned
Yeah.
as wicketkeeper here.
But
So I'm
Stubbs
thinking
can
KL
bowl
Rahul
as
will be.
well. So apparently he can bowl off break, and I saw him bowling for South Africa. So
Yeah,
that's
so
the all rounder.
yeah,
So that
exactly. I mean,
that could be the third spinner. Yeah.
yeah, and also there is Nigam, who's a leg spinner as well.
Hmm.
But because of McGurk, I didn't get him in. Otherwise, I would have got him in.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think this can be a useful one. And as you mentioned, Asutosh and Ajay Mandal, they can be
A
swapped
floating.
around. But yeah,
Yeah. Hmm. No, fair
With
play.
this team, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what I see is like they will be able to defend because of the bowling strengths
Bowling.
they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the only thing. But in terms of batting, because I
Yeah. They
don't see
chase.
that firepower here and there, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, if Karun Nair, if say Karun Nair and somebody fires, the Indian team needs to fire from here
Hmm.
because McCurk is like missed and like hit ball, see ball, right? So you won't get that the regular. You won't get that 600 runs from him. Yeah, you
yeah,
might get that 300 runs. So 3 or 4 matches, you might just lit it up.
Hmm.
But then you need that consistency, which from Karun Nair or from a KL Rahul, right? If
Yeah.
those guys do well, then I see Delhi like at least in the top six teams. I won't say that they might qualify,
Hmm.
but they might be in the top six teams, right? So it's
Yeah.
it's how the Indian batsmen between Karun Nair, KL Rahul,
Hmm.
Abhishek Porel, and they fire because it's a bit of a challenge, right? Because if you have Akshar coming at six,
Hmm.
that means your batting lineup is a bit weak. He like Akshar is like somewhere around an eight.
Yeah.
If you see, if you want that strength for you to win a Champions Trophy, right, or like
Hmm.
to win this championship, Akshar has to be your number eight batsman. That
Yeah.
means just imagine the caliber for the seven batsmen
Hmm.
above him. That so this is
Yeah.
what I see as a squad, right? So
Hmm.
Akshar is a very good batsman, but if you're pushing him for a number 4, 5 spot in T20,
Yeah.
that means you somewhere there there's a weakling in your team.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Aksar, even
I
after
mean, he's
trying so
batted
hard,
well.
I couldn't put him lower than number six.
Yeah. I mean, his exploits in the T20 World Cup, you've seen that, right? He was promoted to four, and he was actually playing ahead of Pant as well in a couple of games. The sort of
Yeah,
sums up.
but what I'm saying is like
Yeah, I
you
hear
see
you.
the
Like,
guys behind. Yeah, so you
yes.
have like Jadeja at
Yeah,
number
that's the
eight.
reason, isn't
Hmm.
it?
Yeah.
So a Stark at 6, 7,
Hmm.
and Jadeja is 8, right? If you see the Indian team,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say. So with Akshar coming at that, do you have those caliber batsmen if he's going up
Sure.
the order, right? So if Akshar is an 8, that means 7 batsmen have to be really good above him. This
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say. So Delhi has somewhere they missed something in between to have that those impact players at like 7 and 8 who can actually take the game away.
Absolutely. That's where I was like looking at the squad. The only point of contention for me is announcing Faf as the vice captain. I mean, no
Yeah,
disrespect, right? Faf's a great player and everything, but all of a sudden that foreign player slot is occupied. You can't just really bench. I mean, if you want, you can still bench him, but maybe they could have given Karun KL Rahul that vice captaincy. And Faf is still around as a senior player. He can play as many games as he wants, and if he had a bad form or he's not hitting the ground running, then they don't have to worry about him. They can absolutely bring in Tristan Stubbs or someone straight up, or play another foreign player. So that's what I thought. Personally,
Yeah, they've
yeah,
got
having
themselves
Staff
in
as a
a, yeah.
vice captain is put in pressure on all of a sudden Akshar Patel to always pick him. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
and like they
Faf
boxed
obviously
they
has
boxed
done great
themselves out.
things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if
And
Faf
the
wasn't the
other
vice
thing also
captain,
is,
my choice would have been
yeah,
have McGurk and Porel
yes,
open. Porel's a nice
absolutely.
lefty,
I was thinking
and
that
he
way. Yeah.
can be the keeper, and then
Yeah.
bring in someone like Tristan Stubbs at number 3, Karun Nair 4, KL Rahul 5, Akshar Patel 6, Ashutosh Sharma 7, Kuldeep 8, Natarajan 9, Mukesh Sharma 10. I'll take Rizvi as 11.
Yes.
And then my impact player would be Mitchell Stark. He can
Yes.
swap with Porel or Karun Nair.
Yes.
That way he can come in. You only have 3 foreign players, so Stark can always step
Yes. Yeah.
in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that would
Yes.
have been
So,
ideal. Now
yeah.
you're not putting
Yeah,
much
and
pressure
then
on skipper.
Rizvi of, yeah, or either Rizvi was your impact player, and you can, between
Yeah, absolutely.
Rizvi
But I mean, if
and
they're bowling first,
either of.
PL is going to keep anyway. So that
Yes.
allows Stark to start off,
They box
and Porel
themselves with
will, yeah,
putting him as a white. They could have put any Indian team,
Indian
but
player.
I
Yeah,
have a feeling
absolutely.
like, yeah, I
Mhm.
have a feeling KL Rahul did not want to take any captainship role,
Yeah, then give it to
or he,
Karunar or give it to Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep
the
Yadav's been
but
retention, so
yeah,
he's a good player, and
yeah, and Kuldeep Yadav always will play each and every game as well. Or
absolutely,
Stark could have been your vice captain because he plays each and every game, right?
yeah, Stark. I don't
Uh,
personally think again. You don't want to build because
as a
he last
VC.
season you've seen him, right. He really struggled with
In the
KKR.
first few, like, but the thing is, like, the Indian conditions gives you that challenge, right? As I've told you, right? They
I think I
bowl,
need some light here. Yes, go
yeah.
on. Sorry, I'm listening.
So because when any foreign players, right, they come to India, right, they bowl the back of a length because of the bounce, right? In India, they bowl full because the bounce, and that's easier for Indian batsmen, right? In
Mhm.
India, you have to bowl a bit of back of length because of the bounce and other things. Right? So
Yeah.
that adjustment, by the time he came to the finals, right, he
Mhm.
was fully adjusted, right?
Yeah.
And if you see the last time RCB went to the finals in 2016. It was Stark.
Stark, yes, yeah.
Uh,
No,
if you
no
realize
disrespect.
it,
That's what I'm saying. He's
yeah. So
definitely the
it's
bowler.
not that, yeah,
But
yeah,
if we have a bad game, like the same comment I was
yeah.
making with
That's fine.
Faf, right? Now you're stuck because he's a vice captain. You can't really bench him,
Yeah, yeah.
unless he chooses to sit out. That's a different story. But yeah, yeah. Obviously, no, I
Yeah,
think.
man. But I'm just saying
Sorry.
that Fraser McGurk and Stubbs, if these two guys, they have they are kind of very devastating batsmen,
Yeah,
and keeping both of them in the team is kind of maximizing the available resources.
absolutely, yes.
Um,
Yeah,
so I think they both should be, in my opinion, both should play and give
yeah. Stubbs and
DC a
McGurk will
brilliant
definitely
start.
play. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Whether
But
Stubbs
like
will open
having
is the
Stubbs
question.
opening, would that be a challenge, right? Because then you don't have the firepower in between.
Number 5 or 6, yeah. I mean, KL
Yeah,
can
so that
definitely
is.
hit, but
But
I don't
KL
think
does not have
not to the
firepower.
extent as
Yeah.
Stubbs. I think, yeah,
He can get you the 10, 12 runs, but if you need that,
15,
18, 20
20.
runs,
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
he won't be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have to use someone like
Stubbs can do
Rizvi.
it. Stubbs has that
yeah,
the leverage. He's done it. We've seen that.
yeah,
So he can do that 15 runs plus, right? So that's the reason why he might not open with them.
yeah. And he's
And
good
have
against
him.
spin as well. He
Yes.
plays sweep shots and everything that comes
So
with it,
then, yeah.
reverse sweeps. So yeah,
So
but yeah, I think
let's
that's
see. Most
interesting.
probably
But
KL might open for them.
yeah,
They might go with KL to open,
absolutely.
or he might come at one.
Hmm.
And Fab really plays well when he opens, right? So
Yeah, he needs
he's
to
done
open. If Taf is
brilliant.
playing, he should be opening,
He needs to
irrespective.
opening, yeah, irrespective. He and McCall can put that, you know, the crazy openers, like,
They can
so
create
then
a head and Abhishek Sharma combination at Delhi.
in the right
If
hander
it
side,
gets going, yeah, yeah,
yeah, they're more right hander
yeah, absolutely.
craziness. And that Porel guy is another crazy guy, man. He also goes like non-stop.
Yeah, it's good too. But yeah, I think that sort of concludes our review for the DC squad as well. Again, viewers, subscribers, feel free to share your opinions. Feedback is always welcome as we continue to review the remaining three teams, and we go from there. Again, it's starting this Saturday, 22nd of March, IPL opening game between KKR and RCB. So it's going to be massive. Look out. It'll be an exciting IPL season coming up. So we'll continue to review as many games as possible. Obviously, there's 70 games. We'll try and cover as many. But yeah, we'll make a point to try and cover as many games as possible. Thank you, gents. As always, appreciate all the time and effort. We'll connect on the next episode.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Bye
Good night.
bye.